Hi, I'm Sandy Bird, co-founder of Sonrai Security. We spend all of our time solving complex cloud identity issues. Previous to this, I was the co-founder of Q1 Labs, where I spent lots of time in security intelligence. That company was acquired by IBM, where I became the CTO of the security division. And in that role, I spent a lot of time dealing with identity and access management and truly understanding that space and building cloud at scale. And when you combine those two things together, that's why we founded Sonrai Security. The problems in cloud were different. Basically, the identities were the keys to the kingdom. They were the way that an attacker could actually use the permissions that were in cloud against you. And some of those permissions did very unexpected things that were never possible on-prem. As an example, take a file system off of VM, make it a URL on the internet. Who creates permissions like that? It's quite surprising, but they exist in cloud. And so at Sonrai Security, we automate cleaning up the technical debt that you have when you have 50 teams of developers all building 50 different apps with humans moving between each of those teams, and in each case leaving behind these assets often that are technical debt in your cloud. There's 4 steps to this. The first is you have to identify and remove the administrative accounts that are not being used. The first certification is to make sure that we take care of the break glass accounts. Yeah, they're not used, but you're going to need them in an emergency, and we need to know that they're there and not remove those. But for all other unknown admins, they need to be cleaned up. The second step, of course, is remove the unused identities at scale. This is so critical. We see so many customers with tens of thousands of unused roles, unused service accounts, unused managed identities, and it's across all their projects. These unused identities have sensitive permissions in a lot of cases, and by automating the cleanup of that using some very simple bots and escalations, we can remove that. We know that that breaks a lot of the lateral movement chains. In some customers, we see 25% of the lateral movement chains in your cloud go away just by removing those unused identities. The third part is least privilege. Yeah, we're not going to be perfect in this way. No customer gets to perfect least privilege, gets to zero trust. But we can make massive differences. Even just taking away the sensitive permissions and leaving people with, read-only, list and describe permissions helps a lot. And we can automate that process. We can get those to those teams to help make those things happen. And then lastly, once you've done the first 3 steps, the 4th step is now the lateral movement that's left that we detect, the stuff that's so special about Sonrai Security, the things we detect that no one else can, we can tell you how to disrupt them, how to fix the architectures that you've put into your cloud that were intentional, but probably not the best design decisions. So thanks very much. Have a great day.